Welcome back to Newswatch. Car prowls in Ellensburg are on the rise. Mike Ramirez is in the studio to bring us more information.
Thank you, Janae.
Thank you for coming. So, Mike, are car prowls something we should be concerned about in Ellensburg?
Well, it's definitely a reoccurring issue in our town, and there's no short answer as to why. I talked with Captain Dan Hansberry of the Ellensburg Police Department to learn more about this issue. One of the main reasons is that Ellensburg has many areas with large clusters of vehicles, such as parking lots and apartment complexes, but there are some important steps you can take to help keep vehicles safe. One of the best precautions to make is placing valuable items out of sight or keeping them out of your car completely. If the prowler cannot see anything of value, they typically won't be interested in the car.
So, a crowded parking lot is like a prowler's paradise. What are these criminals looking for?
Well, the days of people stealing car radios are pretty much gone. Today's criminals tend to look for smaller items like iPods and cell phones. A purse or wallet left inside of a vehicle has a higher chance of leading to a break-in. The most common item on the prowler's search list is the coveted unlocked door. Just taking the time to lock your doors can stop a prowler in their tracks. It's not uncommon for prowlers to simply move on to the next car when they find a locked door. If these simple steps are taken, vehicle prowls could be a thing of the past in Ellensburg.
That was very informative. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
If you see suspicious activity or suspect someone of prowling cars, please report to the Ellensburg Police. Fish Food Bank helps feed families and people in need in Kittitas County. Lately, they've seen an increase in need and a decrease in support from the government. Our reporter, Bonnie Davidson, has the story on what the community, the Rotary Club, and what Fish are doing to help keep the food flowing.
This is Tim Barnes. He works full-time here at Fish Food Bank every week. Currently, he's unemployed, but enjoys filling his time giving back to the community.
When I first started here, I was under the assumption that it was just food boxes going out and things like that. And come to find out, there's a lot more going on.
Fish Food Bank provides a number of services to the area. Besides the food bank, they serve lunches, offer food and gas vouchers, and provide summer meals for children. All these services mean there's a greater need. In a tough economic time, that need is relying more on the local community.
We're experiencing is, for some reason, and maybe it's just in this particular quarter, but we have watched the government commodities, the USDA food that comes to us through the state. We have watched that decline a lot, like from about 6 commodities a month down to 1.
The local Rotary Club is stepping in to help keep fish serving the people. This month, they decided to run the $5 for Fish program.
What we're trying to do is ask every citizen in Kittitas County to give us $5 to donate to the building fund for the fish to make more funds available for food rather than paying rent. There's 40,000 people in Kittitas County, and we're asking everybody to give $5. And we picked the $5 because it's an amount that if you use the food bank or if you're very well off, either one, you can still be without $5 one time. And that's the theory behind it.
It's thanks to the volunteers and the community that keep Fish running and the county fed week after week. This is Bonnie Davidson reporting for Newswatch.
This month marks the 20th year anniversary of the Japanese Gardens located on Central Washington University campus. The garden, originally dedicated in December 1991, didn't open to the public until April 1992.
It was renamed in 1995 after the late CWU President Donald Garrity. The following video clip is from the opening celebrations held 20 years ago.
20 years later, the garden is still a way for students and community members.
宝物へようこそ。数ヶ月にわたる綿密な計画から始まり、広大な土地の改革、巧妙な造園作業が行われ、セントラルワシントン大学の日本庭園の門が開かれました。
After months of skillful planning, intense ground sculpturing, and strategic landscaping, the gates are open to Central Washington University's Japanese Garden.
This garden, which will serve as an open-air classroom for the study of Japanese culture, is the only one of its kind in the state of Washington. We are indeed very proud that it is on the campus of Central Washington University.
Central.
Later, the garden is still a way for students and community members to take a trip to another culture.
It represents CWU's connection to Sanda City, their sister community in Japan, and their commitment to international education. The Sandy Rock Garden symbolizes islands surrounded by rippling water, while the stream and pond provide a relaxing meditation atmosphere.
CWU hosts an average 9,000 students yearly, not including those in the exchange program. Each year, a majority of the students enrolled have walked through the garden.
Dig, plant, water, and grow. Members of the local garden club are getting their hands dirty to make a difference in our community.
Newswatch reporter Nick Griswold had the opportunity to spend part of the day with them.
At the corner of Maple and 9th Streets, you don't really see much. An empty field used by the fairgrounds at most, and this fenced-off area bustling with people inside. What are they doing? They're getting their hands dirty, planting and planting and planting some more. These are the ladies, part of the Queens of Spades Garden Club.
Row after row, pot after pot, there are hundreds of plants here, with more coming every day. They get starts from other people's yards, replant them in pots, then sell them to the public.
This is our major fundraiser. We do a lot of community projects in the area, in the Ellensburg area, with the schools, scholarships, beautification projects, and this is what we do to make money to give away, basically.
When they're not planting for the sale, they're planting planters at the fairgrounds and doing other community service projects. The sale takes place May 11th and May 12th.
Come to our sale. It's a wonderful time. You'll see your neighbors here. You'll see your friends here. You'll take away some wonderful plants.
I'm Nick Griswold reporting for Newswatch.
I was raised at Sunnyside.
Coming up next on Newswatch, we heard thunderstorms yesterday. I wonder if this weather trend will continue.
Macy Enger is standing by in the Weather Center with the answers and your latest forecast. Stay tuned.